vengeance.
There, this time it worked. Oh, thank God this time it worked. Man. Good. Good. What's up, guys? AW Aaron Warrior. What's up? Okay, this time YouTube was able to work with the stream. Stupid YouTube. What's up, guys? AW here, Aaron Warrior. I'm here in the house. TJ's in the house already. Sorry, guys. I appreciate it. You know what? No. All right, I gotta send this out. But yeah, I'm here, guys. So finally, YouTube made it work. All right. Finally. All right. Lanterns Discord subject. All right. I want to thank TJ for the great. No. Yeah, thank you for being here, TJ. But I want to thank Blinded for choosing which thumbnail for me to go with, because I had two thumbnails and I asked him which one's the better one, and he chose this one. So yeah, so I went with this one. I actually had to go through. I was going through ChatGPT and Google Gemini for the best thumbnail, what they could produce. And it was like took me an hour because I was not happy with some of the thumbnails that were being generated. This was like one of the best ones. And this stream was probably going to be an afternoon stream, but I didn't feel like streaming this afternoon. But I'm here now, guys. I'm here now. All right. Lanterns Discourse. This is Lanterns Talk costume reveal has fans divided. Okay. Actually, this has been a hot button topic ever since the Lanterns trailer came out. Now, when did the trailer come out? Don't know when did the trailer come out? When did that trailer come out? This Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? When I did a live stream on it. Let me check, guys. 3 days ago. Oh, I think it was a Wednesday then, right? Yeah, it was a Wednesday. You paid $10 to watch Wrestle Kingdom? Why? Is it because your girl's there, Dakota Kai? Okay. But, okay, so yeah, okay. So, new subscribers, if you're here, if you're new viewers and you see what you like, we're going to talk about this. Okay? Okay. Yeah, we all saw the picture of the new. I'm going to actually bring it up. Okay. When's I do like to say when's I'm actually going to bring up the picture. Let me go find it. All right. I got the picture. There we go. People freaking out, worn out costumes. Yeah, and the costume is clearly worn out. Okay. And this is not me defending the costume. Well, this is me. This is a video of me just basically because this was suspected to happen. Okay. This was suspected to happen. That you all know. Okay. That this trailer, this Lantern show, it's not going to be tailor-made for everybody. Okay, based on the description, based on who was making the show, it's not going to be based on what you would think a Lantern's IP would be, right? Should be. Okay. Oh, it's more cosmic than you think. It's more cosmic than you think because doesn't really have. There's aliens in this. There's gonna be aliens but you don't see them. But I think this show's gonna be more cosmic than people think. I think it's just. I think we gotta be patient. Okay, I think it's gonna be a lot more cosmic than people see in the trailer. Look, there's a movie that came out years ago, right? Not exactly cosmic, Fishes K, but it had aliens in Western aesthetic, Western time period. That was Cowboy vs. Aliens, a Daniel Craig Harrison Ford movie. Not fully cosmic, but think of it like that. Yeah, Sinestro Corps. Think of it like that, guys. But I still think it'll be a lot more cosmic than that. Okay. It's gonna be what I think is it's gonna be cosmic on Earth. Yeah, almost like Black Man in Black. Think about that. Cosmic on Earth. Okay? Think of it like that, guys. Okay. That's why I think this movie, not this movie, this show is gonna be. It's not gonna be like Supergirl, because Supergirl takes place in space. Okay? And it kind of makes sense with Supergirl because Supergirl is not a human. She's a Kryptonian. So she's kind of like, she's an alien. I know Green Lanterns, the Lanterns is not just, the Lanterns is about cosmic police force, but the two main characters are human. And yes, their duty is to protect a certain sector, but they're still there to protect Earth, and I assume Earth is in their sector. And they're still Earthlings. They're still human beings. Okay? So they have a connection to Earth, despite being Green Lanterns. Okay? I think it's going to be like that. Okay? Okay? And honestly, why would, if they're investigating whatever's going down on Earth, I'm pretty sure they're not investigating a regular murder, a regular mugging, a regular whatever. They're investigating because whatever was happening in that town is definitely something cosmic, alien-like, right? Not from this world, right? Right? That's the cosmic element of it, okay? Is that it's cosmic on Earth. Just like Men in Black. Men in Black does not take place in space, okay? And the Men in Black are humans that investigate aliens. Well, they're not just investigation aliens, right? They don't just investigate aliens. They have all sorts of things for aliens. They're also immigration agency. They get aliens set up on Earth legally, and they also kind of watch over aliens on Earth, right? Too. They're alien, basically an alien agency. Yeah, they're Tokyo Dome. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Okay. That's what the show to me is. The show is The show is just think of it as Man in Black, okay? Like that. It's gonna take place on Earth, okay? You gotta remember, yes, the Wild Reynolds movie, yes, there's a lot of space involved. They go to Oa, the Green Lanterns try to stop Parallax from heading towards Earth, trying to destroy the galaxy and all that. But you gotta remember, the final battle in the Green Lantern film, that took place on Earth. They defeated Parallax. Hal Jordan defeated Parallax on Earth. Okay? Okay? You gotta remember, this isn't where Peter Quill was abducted when he was a little kid. Right? He's not abducted. This is not the same thing as Peter Quill's abducted a little kid and basically raised in space, where he really has barely any connection to Earth. Except his mother and maybe some of his family. Barely any connection to Earth. But this is different, okay? Okay, a lot of Green Lantern storylines do take place on Earth. Okay, do take place on Earth. Okay, he has Earth-bound villains, not just space villains. He has Earth-bound villains. Okay. And one of them might be in this show. I'm not talking about Sinestro Atrocitus, who are probably in this show. Well, Sinestro is. Nice, Blind. You're obsessed with that game. But I'm not talking about Atrocitus here, okay? Or Sinestro. Like, Sinestro's confirmed, Atrocitus might be women. But he has Earthbound humans too, villains too, okay? So you gotta remember that. Earthbound villains. Hector Hand, for example, from the first movie was an Earthbound villain. One of the women villains in this movie, the show. I keep calling it William. This movie. I keep calling it a movie. It's sometimes hard to see. Sometimes it's hard. But William Hurt is his name, right? William Hurt. Okay, William Hurt is the name, right? Who supposedly is in this show as a villain, as one of the main villains, and he's instrumental to the Blackest Night storyline. Okay, in the comics. I don't. William Hurt died. Oh, is it William? Is it William Hand? William Hand. Oh my God, I butchered the William Hand. I was thinking, oh my, that's the William Hand. My bad, William Hand. Right? Is it William Hand or Simon Hand? Hi, Anthony. Okay. Is it William Hand or Black Hand? William Derrick Hand. Yeah, William Derrick Hand. Okay, there we go. William Derrick Hand. Okay, there we go. Hand. My bad. I butchered the name. William Hand. Okay. Who is the leader of the Black Corps and the Herald of Necron. Okay. I don't know if they're going to set up. You can't set up the Black. I mean, you could set up the Black Lanterns, but it would have to be a mini setup. It can't be like an arc like in the comics. It would have to be very minimized, right? Very Abomination. It has to be minimized, right? They would have to minimize the thing. If they, right? It's not gonna, right? And it's right. They may not be able to, right? In the arc, it takes place with manga, basically the whole DC universe. So you can't really do that right now because they haven't established anything in the DCU really to move along with that arc. Okay. Abomination will be in this movie. It's not a movie. But as my friend read, okay? Such a comedian. He's a comedian, guys. He's not really a comedian, but he's my comedian. Have some respect for him. Okay, Abomination. Okay. Okay. So I really, that's the thing. It doesn't look like a typical comic book movie. It does look like a True Detective Watchmen TV series style show. It does. It's because Dennis Lindoff, wherever, was the one work on Watchmen, and he's the one they got to come up with this, to come up with the Lanterns show. And this is what we got. Now, and don't make for believe that James Gunn did not have any input on this. James Gunn has some input on this. Okay? Okay. To me, James Gunn has input almost on every DCU project. I don't care if he lets the director have some creative freedom. I believe he has, advice and input, because it's his universe that he's coming up with others, and they have to somehow connect. I know some of them won't connect exactly directly, but these characters are going to be coming around, and it's kind of like Marvel. Like, you gotta understand, James Gunn and Zack Snyder, they do things differently than what you see in the comics. Okay? You do. Like every director. Abomination. It's actually quite funny. And the suit. Now, what I'm thinking with the suit, let me get the picture up. Where's the picture? Okay. When I'm seeing the suit here, okay, what do I see? Well, yeah, it doesn't look green. Okay, it doesn't look green. Suit. It doesn't look green. Obviously, it doesn't look green. Obviously. Where's it spelled? Sui. Okay. Here's what I think this is. Or suit. Okay. Brown Lanterns. Here's what I think it is. What the thing is, guys. I think it'll become green. Okay. I think it'll become green. I think we will see this become green, okay? And it's going to be when he uses his ring. When he uses his ring, he'll poopy his pants. I'm probably saying poopy his pants. But I think when he uses his ring, because, to do some hero work, to do what he needs to do, I do think this will become green. It'll be like a construct, actually. It'll be more like constructs. Instead of it, it will glow. Exactly. It'll be like an aura and glow. Okay? And instead of traditional, what we're used to, where he uses ring to activate his suit, right? To activate his suit. And this could be, that's what I think it is. It's going to be an aura. It's going to be glowing. It's going to be glowing green and right? There's already some of the black, and the brown will just turn green. It'll be aura and just turn green. An aura. It'll glow. That's what I think is going to happen. I want Reynolds suit. I want the Wild Reynolds suit. Suit. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen here. Is that when he activates his ring wearing this, it's going to turn green. It's going to turn green. A light construct. Yeah, it's going to be a construct. That's exactly what it's basically going to be. A light construct. Okay. That's what. That's and I'm going to tell you so. Okay, I'm going to tell you so. It's going to be a construct. And when you see him in the show, and maybe the trailer, a new trailer, whenever that comes out, you'll see the suit green. It's glowing green, an aura, because that's what is most likely to happen. So the people are complaining. Are not thinking. Even the Green Lantern fans are not thinking with their brains what probably would happen, what would likely happen. Okay. This isn't fucking Superman or Batman where they cannot change the color of the suit with the mind, their will, with their mind, their will in their mind, right? They can't change the suit colors with their will, okay? Where the Lanterns can, because the Green Lanterns can, because will is their power, right? Green is will, right? Right? They can't. Superman and Batman cannot change their suit colors with powers, right? Right? Superman has a lot of abilities, but the one thing he doesn't have is the ability to change colors. Okay? Batman has nothing. So the people that are complaining about this are not realizing that, they're not thinking that this suit will probably be worn, and when it's worn, whoever shoots, whether it's Hal Jordan or John Stewart, it's gonna light up green, because that's when they're gonna activate the ring by the power of will. Okay? Look already, the emblem in the middle is green. Okay? That's what's probably gonna happen. Okay? That's what's probably going to happen. Okay? Maybe if it was black, it would have been better. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Green Lantern suit is usually traditionally black and green. But yeah, I mean, this kid doesn't even show up on screen because oh my god, I know why it doesn't show up on screen. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and look, you know what a perfect example is? I don't know why people are complaining about this, okay? Guys, you watch Superman. Right? We all watch Superman. Guy Gardner has the ring as a Green Lantern. Was his costume green? Was he green and black? No, it wasn't, right? His costume wasn't green and black, okay? You're complaining about this when you purposely watched Superman and saw Guy Gardner not wearing, when he activated his ring, he wasn't wearing green and black. Okay? The green and black suit is just a police outfit. It's basically it's a uniform. Okay? It's basically a uniform. You can use the ring without going into that uniform. That's how he was able to fly. Okay, that's why you saw in that trailer Hal Jordan was able to fly, because you could use the ring without turning into a police suit, into the Green Lantern uniform. Okay, that's probably okay. So don't, guys, like fans, don't worry about it, because think thoroughly here. Think about it. You are gonna see the suit green. Okay? You are gonna see a green suit. I promise you that, guys. Okay? It's gonna become green. It's gonna be an aura like, right? Glowing like a Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I said like a the Tokyo Dome. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, the Super Saiyans, like the aura, right? The yellow, and then Dragon Ball Z Super, you got the red, blue, and the right, all that. Okay, where's 56K? Is he still here? Okay, so it is like, guys. You should worry. You should bitch about it, complain about it, because the people are complaining about, bitching about, are gonna look stupid. Are gonna look stupid. I'm telling you, guys, don't look stupid. Okay. Super Saiyans all tied off like the Kryptonians. Yeah, I mean, Goku is kind of based off Superman and Journey of the West. So, yeah. And there's an actual lantern that looks old. Yeah, because Hal Jordan's probably been using. It's because Hal Jordan's been obviously a lantern for some amount of years, right? And it looks like Hal Jordan possibly, I want to say retired, but maybe he was retired, but he had no choice, or was convinced to train a new lantern. I thought that was Alan Scott's lantern. Lantern too. Alan Scott's lantern. If that lantern's Alan Scott's, we don't know, right? We won't know, but there's a lot we don't know about on this trailer. Okay, it's called a teaser trailer. Okay, okay, it's a teaser trailer, but okay. I guess it looks. Yeah, yeah, it does look old. It is an old trailer for sure. Okay, but it's just be patient. The show comes out in August, 5 months. It's gonna be two more trailers in between from now in August, most likely. Okay, okay. The discourse is really childish. Okay, not my Green Lantern. Well, you're stuck with it. You're gonna be stuck with it. Whether you're a Snyder fan or not, whether you just don't like James Gunn or not, or you're a Green Lantern fan, or even a James Gunn fan, but not, or you just don't like the Green Lantern stuff. You could be fine. You could. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of fan you are. It's not going to change. They're not going to change it. Okay. They have a plan. There's a story reason for that. Okay. Possibly why it's hanging in the cupboards, right, in the closet. Okay. There's going to be a story reason for that. I assume for that suit, for that costume. Okay. That's what I would assume, that they're setting up a story. There's gonna be a story reason why it's in the, whether it's Hal's or maybe it's Alan's, who knows? But it's all I could tell you is that when it will turn green when they use the ring. Okay? Okay? It'll turn green when he uses the ring. Okay? That's the point. That's the point. And but there will be cosmic stuff in here. I do believe we'll see some space elements in this film. I do think we'll see Oa in this show. Because I think we're gonna have flashbacks with Sinestro and and Hell. And I'm not one of these people who believe that Sinestro is gonna end up looking a human, pretending to be a human in this show. I don't think he's gonna end up looking a human in this show. Or same with Atrocitus. I'm sorry. Like, no. Okay, I don't believe like Atrocitus or Sinestro is gonna end up looking masquerading as a human. If there are human aliens masquerading as a humans, just introduce Martians, white Martians in the DCU. I have no problem with introducing white Martians in the DCU through the Lanterns. It can be Cassette, Martian Manhunter in the future, like, but not Sinestro and not Sinestro and Atrocitus. Okay, and I don't understand why they need Atrocitus in this, unless Sinestro unless they both have followers at some point. Because Atrocitus kind of has like followers. Sinestro obviously in his corpse has followers. Okay. I mean, they are part of the corpse, right? They have their own corpse that they're leaders of. Red and yellow, obviously. Yeah, of course, because you need to charge the ring with the battery, right? With the lantern, right? You need to charge the power battery with the Yeah, you need to charge it, obviously. Okay. I call it the Green Lantern corpse. Okay, because it sounds like in this show there's going to be murders, and other things going on that it's going to be caused by stuff from outer space and not human. Okay, okay. You gotta remember, there's stories in the Lantern lore that take place on Earth. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at some of the cast. I'm looking at some of the cast in this and seeing some who are going to play, okay? So, okay. Yeah, so like there is an actor playing a character named Anton in the show, and I don't read the description because it does sound very Atrocitus like, but I don't know why Atrocitus would do this on Earth, like because Atrocitus in the Atrocitus in the comics has no beef with Earth, obviously, but I'm going to read what this character description like. Paul Ben Victor is a character named Anton, an extraterrestrial who is devoted to exposing the truth and exacting revenge against those who wrong his people, and delivers his own brand of justice. That almost sounds like stuff like Atrocitus would do, but I don't know why Atrocitus would pretend to be human. It just doesn't see Atrocitus like. This show is gonna be a detective show. There's gonna be a lot of mystery behind this show. Okay. 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 There's gonna be a lot of mystery behind this show. Okay. All right. A lot of mystery. And I heard Red's gonna start his own Lantern Corps soon. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So just all right. We gotta see. We gotta see how the show is. We gotta see the future trailers. And no, the premise. It sounds interesting to me. It sounds different. Now, me, if I started to do Green Lanterns again and live adaptation, I probably would have done something different too. I probably would have done something very different too. I probably would not have this idea to make it like a true detective, Watchmen, mysterious, conspiracy kind of show. I probably would went a little bit more cosmic. The Crypt Ladder Corps. I probably would have that more. Probably would have been okay. I probably would not if Bobby not went down this road. I probably would have done something different. Okay, but James Gunn, I don't think so. Because David Allison is a fan of James Gunn. He wants James Gunn to stay. Stay. He likes James Gunn, so I don't think so. Thank you for the comment, though. I don't think so. I think he likes James Gunn and wants him to stay. He tells, so I don't think so. And it, so, but all right, so yeah, I know this is a controversial show. It's not going to be like for everybody now because I would never like personally me. I personally thought doing Lanterns again. I personally never thought it'd be a movie. I probably a TV show. I probably thought it could be a movie, and I probably made it PG-13. PG-13. That's me. Like that's me. Cause it makes 5 600 million guy can't smirk my parent. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna get because he's liberal, James Gunn. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. I don't think. Okay, but DC will hire Kevin Feige. It'll be the head. No, Brad. No, Brad. You're wrong. You're wrong. DC will hire Kevin Feige. Marvel will hire James Gunn. Where's that? The thing is, Supergirl should. The thing is, if you ask people whether it be a movie, Supergirl or Lanterns, Lanterns, people will most likely be Lantern. Most Lantern. If Kevin Feige wants Star Trek, he would have to leave Disney, right? He would have to leave Disney and go to Paramount. I think Paramount owns Star Trek, right? We would have to go to Paramount and right if you want Star Trek, we have to leave go to Paramount. But you would think Lanterns would be a movie too. You think so? My concern with the DC stuff is that Star Trek is dead. My concern with the DC on HBO is you kind of want a younger audience. I mean, Marvel. I always says Marvel is not really for kids; it's for teenagers. All right, but Lanterns always puzzled me what's gonna be a show. A show always puzzled me what's gonna be a show. Always did. Okay. A Peacemaker, fine, because Peacemaker's a niche character. But Lanterns, okay. But whatever. I mean, I guess maybe it's just that Lanterns is not popular as it once was. The Lanterns IP. I don't know how severely the Lanterns movie damaged that IP. I don't. If it did, if it did, but we're gonna have to see this and where this leads, okay? And it'll probably lead to a movie, and it'll probably lead to a movie, okay? And look, the movie will most likely be PG-13, on right? Look, for example, like Spider-Man is going to be PG-13, right? That's a Punisher in it, so it'll most likely be PG-13. Okay, all be PG-13. I'm gonna be. I am back. Excuse me. I had to do something. Okay, I had to do something. All right, let's get back to this. Where was I? We'll lead to Man tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it's rumored that rumored that Aaron Pierre will be in Man tomorrow. Like Man tomorrow will be like a mini I want to say a mini Justice League movie, but a mini mini a movie with other heroes, other characters in it, from like Supergirl, Lantern, the Justice Gang. Well, you know the Justice Gang is in it. Justice Gang is in it. You know they're in it. Okay. Also, so, but yeah, I mean, I really we gotta see where it's go because this is making like this IP, this Lantern. I could just go. I could just go for Superman movie for once without having to add a bunch of different characters. And it's just the thing is, it's Brainiac is the villain, right? And I think with Lex Luthor here, there's a bigger story of Lex Luthor here. Why Lex Luthor will be in the movie? I mean, Lex Luthor to me is going to play a huge instrumental role in the DCU. Huge, huge. All right, like it's Lex Luthor, for example, right? And Supergirl maybe because I don't know, like the Supergirl movie might tease stuff with Brainiac. Maybe there's a hit, some connection between Supergirl and Brainiac. Uh, it's possible they go down the route with Krypton. Maybe Brainiac's responsible for Krypton's destruction, or maybe Brainiac bottled up a Kandor or something like that. I mean, maybe there's a history between Brainiac and the Kryptonians. Maybe that's why Supergirl might be in it. That mythic IP status. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I well, I don't know. Supergirl comes out in a few months anyway, right? Supergirl comes out in a few months, right? Uh, you hesitate to call it IP? I mean, I think the grass. I think we know in the future that Green Lanterns are gonna get a movie, right? I think they're gonna get a movie, right? Uh, I'm sure we're gonna get a movie. I mean, it's been how long has it been, Degrassi, since Green Lantern came out? 14 years, 15 years. I mean, I think we can get a movie, another movie, right? Take the chance. Okay. And because I do think there's like there's interesting things in the Green Lantern lore, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The movie is absolutely the plan. It's just probably not going to be a while until it gets announced. What? Okay. Now, That's CinemaCon. No. What's CinemaCon show? Supergirl or Clayface? You don't need to show Clayface at CinemaCon, right? They can show Supergirl at CinemaCon. You don't need to show Clayface. I want to see that talking squirrel. I want to see that talking squirrel, man. Because I could believe it. I could believe it if there's a talking squirrel. I mean, this is comic books, right? This is comic books. I could believe a talking squirrel in a comic book movie. And you gotta remember, Atrocitus has a not a talking cat, but has a cat, right? It has a cat as a Red Lantern too, a pet cat. So talking squirrel is not really ridiculous in a comic book movie. It's not stupid at all, right? Talking shark, right? We got a talking shark with King Shark. So it's not stupid at all. We got a talking squirrel. I'm curious why a ring would choose a squirrel though. That has to be explained too. To me, that has to be explained why a ring would choose a squirrel. A squirrel. So, okay. And you're gonna have Chickmunk, and they're gonna maybe the Chickmunk will be named Alvin. It'll be Alvin. Alvin. Oh no! Alvin has to become a Red Lantern. A Red Lantern because he wears red. So maybe Alvin becomes a Red Lantern. Theodore, Simon becomes a Blue Lantern. Blue Lantern, and Theodore becomes a Green Lantern. Done. Done. Yeah, Alfred joins the Red Lanterns, the Rage Corps. He was resistant leader on his home planet. Are you telling me a planet with squirrels, chickmunks? Maybe that's where the chickmunks come from. Because they know English, if they know how to speak, maybe they come from that planet. Alfred joins the Red Lanterns. Simon joins the Blue Lanterns. And Theodore joins the Green Lanterns. I'm just having fun with that, guys. I'm just joking around. Oh, is it Chip? What did they do to Dave? He gets possessed. He gets controlled by Parallax. What did they do with Dave? Parallax takes over his body. Oh. That's actually quite funny. Yeah. Parallax takes over his body. Is that good enough? Alvin! I'm sorry. But I mean, we'll see how good this show really is. Right? We got 5 months. And yeah, what else is there? I don't know. There's no news today that broke. That's major. That I should talk about. A lot of wrestling news. Oh, I mean, I didn't see it, but the Bride didn't do too well. Yeah. Wait, what's this income stuff? All right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the CinemaCon. I CinemaCon is in 3 weeks. So I'm looking at the schedule right now. No, I gotta find it. I gotta go on the website. But CinemaCon is in April 13th, 2026. Okay. And I'm looking at the schedule, so let you know, because I might do like last year, where I kind of did like not a watch along, because you can't stream it, because it's not streamable. It's not streamable, and even if it was, it's technically illegal to stream it. But I do like a live update show. I do like a live update, live stream, a live update. So like CinemaCon starts on a Monday, April 13th. And the first, the first studio, the first studio that starts is. I don't want to care about the moderator. Don't care about that. That's not the studio. The first studio that goes on a Monday. Sony is on Monday. I think there's one more before Sony, major studio on Sun. Isn't there one major studio before Sony on Monday? Sony is the Monday, April 13th, and that's people. That's the date that majority of people are going to have their circle on their calendar for CinemaCon, because I think if the trailer doesn't drop for, yeah, I mean He-Man's going to be there for the Amazon, but if the trailer doesn't drop for Spider-Man this month, it may drop for CinemaCon. Straight up much of CinemaCon. The problem is that 6:30 to 8:45 p.m. I think that's Eastern time. Yeah, that's Eastern time, I believe. Eastern time. So for me, 6:30. That's 6:30 my time, and to 8:45. So yeah, so that's after dinner. So I do expect people to have that night circled if the Spider-Man trailer hasn't dropped this month. Okay. It says upcoming releases. So Spider-Man, and I know Street Fighter is going to be there. Street Fighter is going to be there. But the question is that a Monday? If Street Fighter is there, Roman Reigns may not be there. I can tell you for one thing, Roman Reigns won't be there because it's on April 13th, and that's the Raw just before WrestleMania. Wrestling fans, you understand? It's the Raw before WrestleMania, and there's no way you can't have Roman Reigns on. You can't have Roman Reigns on the last Raw before WrestleMania because he'll be at WrestleMania in the main event against CM Punk. So he probably won't be there with the Sony presentation, because I know Street Fighter will probably have an actual trailer for a Street Fighter. But Spider-Man maybe, probably, most likely, if it doesn't drop this month. So that's a Monday, April 13th. Tuesday. Neon, I think, is going to be there. Wow, Neon? Maybe. Tuesday we got Warner Brothers is Tuesday. Warner Brothers, I am Mark Housen. Mark, you know Danhausen? Mark Housen? Warner Brothers is going to be there Tuesday. You are cursed! You are cursed. You just saw the reaction Danhausen got in his WWE debut. Not well, man. Not well. But Warner Brothers is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Okay. And I think there's another presentation. Who else? Okay. Wednesday is Universal and Focus features. Yes, so Universal. That's a Wednesday. And Amazon Amazon at night, later at night, Amazon. And then Thursday, Paramount, Thursday in the morning. I'll probably not do that. I don't think he's a superstar per se. I think he's just a character. I mean, because the reason why I don't think he's a superstar, and there's Disney later in the day. I don't think Danhausen is technically a superstar because to me, like Danhausen is not a character that's going to win a title as a championship material. It's not a main eventer. To me, it's just a gimmick that makes people laugh and likes to have fun. I mean, the problem with wrestling with WWE these days, everybody's called a superstar, and I don't like the term superstar for every wrestler, but WWE calls every wrestler superstar. I don't like the term calling every wrestler WWE superstar. Like Danhausen is like he's basically R-Truth, Santino Morales. He's a comedy act. Makes people laugh. Kids like him, but he's not a character. He's not someone that's going to main event a WrestleMania. He's good for his role. He's just not a. Yeah, I know he does. He's just. That's to me. There is no upside to him in WWE. There is no upside. There's no upside to characters like that. And WWE, I mean, there was no Red, you still here? Even Red, who's a major AEW fan, would agree with me that Danhausen has no upside has no upside. Like Danhausen is a perfect independent. Like he'd be great for independent. Yeah, but Bob Backlund's boring. Like there's no upside for him like that character has no upside in a major company. But his role is good for now. And that's okay, man, right? That's okay. He knows that. He knows that. He just knows that. It's not me trying to bury him or anything. It's just me saying like I've seen those kind of characters before and they rarely go anywhere. They rarely go anywhere. To me, supernatural characters in wrestling don't last. There's only been 2. It could have been 3, but there's only been 2 supernatural characters that had great careers: Taker and Undertaker. Taker was Taker in the beginning, but there's only 2 supernatural characters that actually had longevity careers, and that's Undertaker and Kane. Because Undertaker and Kane, they actually changed. They adjusted. Like to me, supernatural characters don't really. And comedic characters don't really last that long. Papa Shango, but the thing is, Papa Shango didn't last long, and Godfather made his name as when he was the Godfather. Horror characters don't really have staying power in WWE, especially now in this kind of. I mean, Danhausen is good for what his role is now. He's just not good. I don't know if I call him a superstar. Because to me, a superstar has to put on great character, but can he back up in the ring? Can you do this? It helped him get noticed. I'll say that. That definitely helps him get noticed. It helped him get noticed. And it works for him. So, I mean, it does help. And he's good in his role. There's just certain wrestlers out there in AEW. It's just, there's a plateau. And there's just a specific role for him to play. And I think he knows. Look, it's not like he doesn't know. He knows he's a super. He knows what his role is in the company. He knows he's not going to main event WrestleMania or main event a Royal Rumble or anything like that. He knows he's there to make people laugh, and entertain people. He knows that. It's not. He's not stupid. Okay, he's not stupid. Undertaker to me got interesting because to me the zombie when you talk about Undertaker, that zombie part of Undertaker in his beginning few years, that character, I don't know how that character survived for a while. Because when the best thing for Undertaker that happened to Undertaker is when Paul Bearer turned on him, and he started to talk more, and he was less zombified like, and things like that. When he wasn't a zombie like Undertaker anymore, okay? Things like that. That's what Undertaker really got interesting to me. The zombie like Undertaker is. I understand his character. He's a zombie. He's not supposed to take damage or like not move or be told what to do. Right? He's supposed to be told what to do. But that character to me could have died quickly. Quickly. All right. I think that's about it. Yeah. Mick, all right. I'll be back Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, Tuesday. All right. Make sure like, share, subscribe, and comment below, guys. I'll be back Tuesday. Bye. Oh, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. But Tuesday for sure.
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch.